Well, it's the 29th day of May, 2016. We're in Ellenburg Center at the Ellenburg Center Fire Department, and we're preparing for a big Memorial Day parade and field day and all kinds of events happening both inside the fire station, because we just had 3 drops of rain, and outside. We're early. We got here before 10:30 this morning because we like to get set up. I have a gaudy little table inside with 5 of my books to sign and sell, and we'll tell ghost stories and so on. The Ellenburg Center Fire Department is located at 1 Church Street in Ellenburg, and the rec field is behind. There are a lot of games and activities going on. Interesting that there is a coloring contest at the table right next to mine. And I have an adult coloring book called Gaudy Little Giddles for sale during the process of this event.
All right.
When the parade is ready to start about noontime, which will be more than an hour from now, I will be heading out toward the highway with my little camera to catch the entire parade. And then I'll be sitting at my table, chatting with people, and hopefully signing some books and enjoying it. I don't think I've ever been to a major event here in Ellenburg Center, although we've been here doing television shows and meeting people on various occasions beforehand. As you know, Memorial Day is coming up, and it's a long weekend for people, and some folks had rain, especially those people who were down there, Charleston, North Charleston, Myrtle Beach, where Kay and I were just for 21 days. But we're back home, and the weather has been in the 80s and 90s each day since we got here last Thursday, the 26th, if you can believe it. I love the flowers in the springtime. The lilacs are especially perfect this year. And look at this. Still Christmas tree lights on the Christmas tree. Too hard to put them up. Why take them down? This, of course, is the flagpole in memory of past and present members of the Auxiliary of the Ellenburg Center Fire Department, established 1946 and put up here 11 years ago in 2005. It's not like it's doing any substantial dripping from the sky right now on Church Street in Ellenburg Center, but there is a little light rain, and that was in the forecast for the rest of the day. We're going to stay inside out of the showers, except for the parade itself, which we'll bring to you as soon as it happens. Stay tuned to Hometown Cable. Calvin Castine is elsewhere at St. Mary's Bazaar in Champlain doing his part to help the school and the community and the church, and we'll do our part here with our little tiny webcam and invite you to stay tuned to our little corner in Hometown Cable. Well, it's about 5 minutes before noon, and we're still in Ellenburg Center on the day for the Memorial Day Parade. And sadly, we've been rained on rather hard for a while, but now it seems to have stopped. And I was going to try to set up a tripod inside the fire station and capture it from there. But I decided to walk out on the road and just see who might be gathered here for a parade in Ellenburg Center. And there's a nice little crowd. Local folks always support their fire department and the youth commission and the various events that happen in our communities. And it's always an extreme pleasure for me to be a part of these things, to watch people gathered by the roadsides, to see what kind of fun and excitement we can get into with the Hometown Cable cameras. I'll walk out a little closer to the road so you can get an idea where the parade route might be. I understand that there were only about 12 units registered in the parade. Some will be bringing more than a couple of things, so it might be a few minutes long. I'll try to get a little closer with the camera way up the road so you can see where they're forming. It might be a little unsteady because of my old hands, but you can see where the first fire trucks are. Hopefully it'll be getting underway right around noontime, and we'll come past our vantage point, up the road, a fur piece westbound and then turn around and come back. We're off the main highway on Church Street. That's the location of the fire station, but more important than that, it's the location of the church. That's why they call it Church Street. We have made so many friends over the years in the volunteer fire departments and paid fire departments around the North Country in several counties that constitute our region. And it always pleases us, me and mostly Calvin Castine with his hometown cable cameras, to capture these local parades. They mean so much. We have a table set up inside. We've already been telling a few hundred ghost stories and selling a few books to people who stop by, and we're delighted, you know, to talk to anybody who wants to stop and say hello today. They'll be serving some food inside the fire station, so I'm sure there will be hamburgers and hot dogs and sausages and ice cream, and a few umbrellas are upside down trying to dry out, and with any luck at all it will remain dry for the rest of the day. I see little patches of blue skies up above, so it's hopeful that this Memorial Parade Day Parade 2016 on a Sunday, May 29th and 2016 will get underway and stay dry for the rest of it. Stay tuned for all the excitement to come. Well, it'll take a few minutes for them to get here, but the parade has begun. The fire siren just rang. We were alerted ahead of time that it would ring. And the guy said, "Don't be too afraid." I said, "I live right next door to the fire station in Morrisonville. It rings every time there's a fire at 12 noon every day, and I love it because firemen are my friends." We like to take every opportunity, such as this, to thank all the volunteer firemen and the people on the emergency crews and ambulances and so on that respond when there's a need. They're part of the fabric that ties these North Country communities together. So here comes the first contingent. I walked out by the road. I haven't felt a drop of rain since I stood here. I don't want to jinx it, but you know, it's nice to see a few dozen cars parked along the roadside. Little kids in anticipation of the parade. Little kids love police cars and ambulances and fire trucks and marching bands. I don't think we have any marching bands here today, but we hope we have a nice little parade, and there is some blue sky. So somebody in the nearby church probably said a prayer this morning, maybe, that it wouldn't rain on our parade. It's a day before actual Memorial Day, so it's the 29th of May 2016. And the pink fire truck, and you all know what that stands for, is fast approaching, and we're standing right next to the highway, hopefully not in anybody's sight, so that they'll miss the parade. But I don't make a very small profile, but my camera does, so we'll apologize to those people who may have to look over me, under me, and around me. Special thanks to Cindy Potts for being one of the organizers who invited me here today. I'm delighted to make my presence here. I just felt 2 drops of rain, so I hope it'll hold off and hope the camera's not affected. These are the Northern Adirondack Girl Scouts throwing candy, baby! There goes the candy! Of course we gotta have some candy there, of course. I should have set up my umbrella. I suppose I'll try to hold my hand over the camera. It's a very tiny camera. There's the EMS and ambulance service.
Don't go too far.
Most of these country departments have very good emergency crews of all kinds. It's amazing how much time and effort it takes to fill all the requirements to become an EMT or or even an ambulance driver or a fireman, for sure. Now the rain is a little stronger, so I might just have to move inside. Hold on a few seconds. Well, the raindrops were falling, so I had to move the camera inside. Put it on a tripod so it'll be a little stronger and steadier. And here comes another fire truck. It's the Memorial Day Parade 2016, Ellenburg Center. Young people throwing candy, firemen on the trucks, well-wishers from the community and surrounding communities stopping by. Lots of kids. At least there's plenty of candy. Any little kids, boy, won't go home hungry today. They won't be having their sweet tooths or their sweet teeth gnawing at their stomachs today. I knew all the fire trucks were out of the station, and they're all in the parade today, folks. Newer trucks, older equipment, townspeople, well-wishers, everybody. Looks like Altona to me. I do remember so many Memorial Day parades from my youth, carrying that big sousaphone tuba on my shoulder, miles and miles and miles, as we had to go and play at every cemetery within, I don't know how far, but everything around Moira where I lived at that time. I was glad when the band director allowed me to carry a trombone instead. Here's our friends at Babby's. They're open for the season now. We'll be going over there to sign some books and talk to some people one of these days. Wonderful collection of old equipment, tractors and so on. And we love it when they show up at these parades, because the kids love tractors right next to fire trucks, you know. You might also notice that the minute I stepped inside the fire station with my tripod, the rain stopped again. Somebody up there always gets a kick out of me. I don't know why. It takes time to organize even these smaller events in the communities, and I have to pay tribute to Cindy and all the people in the auxiliary, the fire department, and others who just want to help and do every time. It's wonderful. More tractors, more kids, more fire trucks. There's Katyville. Peteyville Shindig will be coming up very soon. We're recording this on the 29th of May. And of course the kids love the earth-moving equipment, whatever tractors there are, backhoes, front-end loaders, you know. Saranac Fire Department is coming. We have, as I've said many times before, what I consider the most sterling mutual aid system anywhere. It has been for so many years. All these departments cooperate one with the other in time of need. You know, I'm never happy unless I see horses. We see horses right here. LeClaire's. I saw this wonderful old coupe parked by the main road as I drove in here at 10 o'clock this morning. I was hoping it wasn't out of gas, but it was just waiting for the parade to begin. You know me and my old cars, I love them. We're standing just inside the Ellenburg Center Fire Department. Now there's the best way to drive a tractor, huh? On the back of a lowboy. You could almost take a nap, huh? Couple more John Deere's underway. Throwing more candy to the kids. More tractors on the way. Where's the Ellenburg Center Memorial Day Parade? May 29th, 2016. Had a little rain, little blue skies coming back now, and I like that. Well, the parade is longer than I anticipated. As I said before, there are only 12 people registered, but some bring 2 or 3 different kinds of things here. Tractors and trucks and kids' ball teams and, you know. Carabasco ambulance is coming through. There's either a lull in the parade or that's the end of it. I can't tell you, folks. So I'll just stand here and wait. Meanwhile, unless it's my imagination, and I certainly have a vivid one, skies are brighter. Oh, there's another ambulance. This one from Ellenburg Center, of course. Saw that one drive out of here earlier today. Activities will continue inside and outside the fire station all day long. There's some ball teams and scrimmages going on at the rec center. There's a few bouncy houses and things outside in the back. So we anticipate a lot of people stopping by to say hello. We hope they stop by our book table, listen to some ghost stories, and talk about writing and children's books and how wonderful teachers and nurses and public servants are. I think that's going to be it for the parade, for the Memorial Day Parade in Ellenburg Center. We thank you all for watching this parade and for everything you do to support Hometown Cable.